This video is intended as a reply to the video Evidence of God from DNA. That video appears on YouTube at least twice, posted by separate authors, and features Lee Strobel. Stobel claims that nature produces patterns, but not information, and as DNA contains information, it can't have been put there by nature. The corollary to this, of course, is that it was put there by a creator. There are a few matters arising from the video Evidence for God from DNA that I would like to address before I tackle the main thrust of its argument. These may seem trivial, but I would rather not see some of the sloppier assertions go unchallenged. The description of alien communication in the film Contact is flawed, as Lee Strobel misunderstands the significance of overhearing a sequence of prime numbers. A sequence of prime numbers is significant not because it contains information, but because it is a pattern that does not occur in nature. This is important because the signals we receive from space are not disorganized as claimed, but contain many recognizable patterns, such as the beating of a pulsar. We can even find a large amount of information from surprising sources. The spectrum of a star's light, for instance, can tell us not only the star's surface temperature and chemical composition, but also the speed at which it is moving away from us. Ambiguity between patterns and information, coupled with Lee Strobel's lack of care in his analogy, both undermine his central argument. Leaving aside the fact that patterns are information in themselves, for those who know how to read them, it must be accepted that DNA is unique in nature. Even compared to the fossil record and the fascinating story it tells us about life's history, the amount of information stored in a single strand of DNA is impressive. So, how did it get there, given that information like that occurs nowhere else in nature? The answer is natural selection. Natural selection ensures that DNA with meaningful information is reproduced in preference to DNA lacking that information. As bad information is weeded out efficiently and good information thrives, complex information patterns can build up in surprisingly few generations. Put simply, the growth and ordering of information are inevitable consequences of natural selection. The presence of information in DNA is no more evidence of God than the very fact of self-replication is. The irony of calling on DNA to prove creation is that DNA does such a good job of proving evolution. Comparative sequence analysis confirms that creatures believed to be closely related based on the fossil record share more DNA in common than those which the fossil record indicates are less closely related. Furthermore, examination of DNA has also confirmed another prediction of evolution. While most animals can synthesize vitamin C, this ability is not present in primates or guinea pigs. Evolutionary theory predicted that the most likely reason for this is that the gene which allows other animals to synthesize vitamin C is present but switched off in humans, other primates, and guinea pigs. Sure enough, research proved that this gene is present but switched off within our own DNA. These examples represent concrete scientific results as predicted by evolutionary theory, as opposed to Lee Strobel's reworked version of the tired, blind watchmaker argument. Psalm 139, as quoted in the original video, refers to the human body as fearfully and wonderfully made, which indeed it is. But our DNA carries the fingerprints of evolution, and appealing to a supernatural agent diminishes our understanding of how our own fearful and wonderful forms came to be.